3 vegetables to avoid if you want to protect your legs, brain, and independence, and 3 vegetables to eat to support circulation, nerve health, and daily movement. This isn't a fad diet. It's about making smart, science-based food choices so you can age with strength, clarity, and confidence. As a doctor, I've seen too many older adults eating what they think is healthy, but still feeling weak, dizzy, or forgetful. Many times, it's not about what they're missing, but what they didn't know they should stop eating. We're here to fix that. So, if you're ready to learn which vegetables help you and which ones hurt you, stick with me. Welcome to Health Action. In today's video, we're sharing a truth that might change how you think about healthy food. Have you ever wondered if the vegetables you eat every day, the ones you think are good for you, might actually be making your legs, brain, and immune system age faster? For many people over 60, this is exactly what's happening, and most don't even know it. Most of us were raised to believe all vegetables are good for us, and that's generally true. But after age 60, things change. Our circulation slows down, we get more inflammation, and our bodies don't absorb nutrients as well. Suddenly, some vegetables can quietly do more harm than good. They can spike your blood sugar, irritate your gut, or even damage the tiny blood vessels in your legs and brain. Over time, these changes can lead to bad circulation, fuzzy thinking, balance problems, and a higher risk of falls. A study in the Journal of Gerontology found that certain foods, especially some common vegetables, were linked to faster declines in how people moved and remembered things. These aren't rare foods. They're probably in your kitchen right now. But don't worry. This isn't about scaring you. It's about giving you solutions. For every vegetable you might need to avoid, there's a better one you should be eating. Let's start with a vegetable that's a comfort food for many: the white potato. Mashed, baked, or fried, they're a favorite. They're warm and familiar. But if you're over 60, this starchy food might be quietly harming your health. Why? White potatoes have a high glycemic index, which means they turn into sugar very quickly in your body. This causes blood sugar spikes followed by crashes, which puts stress on your blood vessels and causes inflammation throughout your body. Over time, that inflammation starts to damage your tiniest blood vessels, especially in your legs, feet, and brain. This can lead to poor circulation, slower nerve signals, and a higher chance of numbness, cramps, and balance problems. It's not just about carbs or calories. White potatoes are low in antioxidants, the nutrients that protect your cells. Their light color means they offer little protection against cell damage. And when you add things like cheese, sour cream, or bacon, you're adding saturated fat and salt, which can raise your blood pressure and stress your heart. The good news is Harold made one small change. He swapped his mashed potatoes for steamed broccoli. We'll talk about that next. In just 2 weeks, he had less stiffness, better circulation, and felt more confident on his feet. The lesson here is, you don't have to give up comfort food. Just make smarter choices that are good for both your soul and your health. Before you serve yourself a big scoop of white potatoes, ask yourself, is this helping my legs or making them weaker? Next, let's talk about a vegetable that looks innocent, but might be causing inflammation in your joints and nerves from the inside out. Eggplant. Eggplants are part of the nightshade family, which also includes tomatoes, bell peppers, and white potatoes. While some people are fine with nightshades, many adults over 60 become more sensitive, especially if they already have arthritis, stiff joints, or nerve pain. The reason is a natural compound called solanine. Plants use solanine to protect themselves from insects. In your body, it can act as an irritant, especially in vulnerable joints like your knees, hips, and lower back. For older adults, the effects build slowly. You won't feel a sudden pain, just a gradual daily wear and tear. You might notice your joints feel swollen in the morning, your legs feel heavy, and stairs seem harder, not because you're weak, but because your body feels stiff and uncooperative. Solanine can cause low-grade inflammation that affects your joints, muscles, nerves, and blood vessels. And eggplants are everywhere. Roasted, grilled, stewed. They can sneak into meals without you even realizing it. Solanine can also slow down the signals between your brain and your legs, leading to slower reflexes, weaker balance, and a higher chance of stumbling. This isn't just a physical problem. It's emotional too. You might start avoiding stairs or social events because you're afraid your body can't keep up. The good news is you don't have to completely cut out all nightshades. But if you have joint pain, nerve issues, or stiffness, try removing eggplant from your diet for a few weeks. See how you feel? Do you have less stiffness and more energy? If so, you've found a trigger. You have great alternatives like leafy greens, zucchini, carrots, and cauliflower. This isn't about limiting your food. It's about being smart and choosing foods that help you move better, think more clearly, and enjoy the life you love. Green bell peppers. More harm than good. Now let's talk about another vegetable that looks healthy but may not be as harmless as it seems. Green bell peppers. They're crunchy and common in salads and stir-fries, but for older adults, especially those with joint pain, digestive issues, or nerve discomfort, they can cause problems. The reason is lectins. Lectins are natural plant proteins that protect plants from insects. In the human body, especially an aging one, they can cause subtle damage. Lectins can stick to your gut lining, block nutrient absorption, irritate your intestinal wall, and create tiny gaps that allow unwanted particles to leak into your bloodstream. This triggers a low-level immune response called leaky gut and leads to inflammation, especially in your joints and nerves. The problem is, this inflammation builds up slowly and silently. You might feel a little stiffness in your ankles or notice your balance is slightly off. You might blame it on aging, but it's not always that simple. Green bell peppers are just unripe red, yellow, or orange ones. They're cheaper and more common, but they have more lectins and fewer antioxidants. So while they look healthy, they don't offer the same protection and may cause more harm, especially for people with sensitive joints or guts. Cooking helps a little, but not enough. And since most people eat them raw or lightly cooked, the risk remains. Should you stop eating green peppers? Not necessarily, but if you have joint pain, brain fog, or gut issues, try removing them for 2 to 3 weeks and see if you feel better. Less bloating, clearer thinking, better balance. That's a sign of real improvement. A great alternative is to eat red, yellow, or orange bell peppers. They have fewer lectins and more antioxidants like beta-carotene and vitamin C. They're sweeter, more nutritious, and much gentler on your body. The takeaway is simple. Don't fear food. Learn how it works in your body. 3 vegetables. You should start eating now. Let's change gears and talk about vegetables that protect your legs, brain, and gut. Let's start with one of the most underrated vegetables, carrots. They're bright, crunchy, and easy to eat, but most people miss how powerful they are, especially for older adults who want to protect their vision, keep their leg strength, and keep their mind sharp. Why? Carrots are full of beta-carotene, a strong antioxidant that your body turns into vitamin A. Vitamin A helps you see better, especially in low light. As we age, our risk of macular degeneration goes up, a condition that damages the retina and makes it harder to read or recognize faces. But diets rich in beta-carotene can slow this decline, helping you stay independent. Carrots don't just help your eyes. They also protect your nerves and blood vessels, especially in your legs and feet. The antioxidants in carrots fight oxidative stress, which damages nerve endings and capillaries. This leads to stronger signals from your brain to your muscles, better coordination, and a lower risk of stumbling. When your nerves work better, you walk more steadily and feel safer on stairs or uneven ground. You can stay confident doing things like shopping and visiting friends without hesitation. And don't forget, vitamin A also strengthens your immune system, which is even more important after 60. So yes, that handful of baby carrots is more than just a snack. It's a daily investment in your independence. Steaming is better than boiling because it keeps more nutrients. Roasting with olive oil helps your body absorb the vitamins better. Avoid deep frying or overcooking. Carrots are affordable and easy to find year-round. You don't need exotic superfoods. You just need smart staples, and carrots are one of the best. Next, let's talk about one of the most powerful vegetables for aging well: broccoli. It might not be exciting, but for older adults, it's a quiet superstar. Broccoli helps protect your legs, joints, brain, and blood flow. What makes it so effective? One word: sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is a natural compound in cruciferous vegetables like broccoli. It activates detox enzymes, fights inflammation at the cellular level, and supports brain and heart health. This matters because as we age, inflammation becomes a silent enemy, affecting everything from blood pressure and memory to joint stiffness and muscle fatigue. Sulforaphane helps stop it before it can do damage. Broccoli is also full of vitamin K, calcium, and fiber. These nutrients strengthen bones, keep arteries flexible, and support digestion. Unlike white potatoes, which can spike blood sugar and weaken circulation, broccoli does the opposite. It stabilizes both. It's not just what broccoli gives you, it's what it helps you avoid. By stabilizing blood sugar, you avoid crashes. By fighting inflammation, you protect your heart. By supporting digestion, you absorb nutrients better. How you cook it matters. Boiling for too long destroys sulforaphane. Lightly steaming it or sautéing with olive oil is best. For Harold, that one simple change made all the difference. Walking, standing, thinking. Everything felt stronger. Finally, let's talk about one of the most powerful leafy greens: spinach. You know it's healthy, but if you're over 60, it's a strategic food choice. Why? Because it helps with 3 of aging's biggest challenges: slower circulation, declining brain function, and weaker muscle response. What makes it so effective? Natural nitrates. Spinach is full of them. These compounds widen your blood vessels, which improves circulation, especially in your legs and brain. More blood flow means more oxygen, stronger muscles, faster reflexes, sharper focus, and smoother movement. And that's important, because most falls don't start with weak legs. They start with slow signals. When your brain can't communicate with your muscles fast enough, even a small step becomes dangerous. Spinach helps reconnect that system, so your movements become smooth and safe. But it doesn't stop there. Spinach is rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that protect your vision. They support the macula, the part of your retina responsible for sharp, detailed sight. As we age, macular degeneration becomes a real threat. When you can't see clearly, you might stop walking confidently or hesitate while driving. Spinach helps keep that clarity so you can stay active and independent. It also provides folate, magnesium, and vitamin K, which support nerve health, mood, and bone strength. How you prepare it matters. Boiling it for too long is a bad idea because it strips away nutrients. Lightly sauté it with olive oil or add it to a smoothie raw to protect its antioxidants and help your body absorb the vitamins better. You don't need to eat a whole pound of spinach. Just one small handful a day can powerfully support your brain, blood flow, and coordination. If this video helped you, give it a like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe so you never miss another tip on aging strong and staying free. Your body is always listening to what you feed it, and with every smart choice, you're telling it something simple and powerful. I'm still here, still care, and I still want to live well.